I want to say welcome and thank you for participating in today's Transform Your Future Health and Human Services. My name is Patrick Jacobs. I am an admissions and outreach coordinator from Macomb Community College. With us today, we have Samantha Hall. She's behind the scenes helping us out. Thank you, Samantha. And then we also have Elizabeth Gargano. She's here with our Health Services and Career Service Center that will be informing you in regards to the program in a little bit. In a couple of minutes, she'll be talking about her program. Today's agenda, we will be covering what is continuing education, certifications versus certificates, how to register, funding sources, and information on our health programs. At the end, we will be doing our questions and answers. So what is continuing education? So continuing education is short-term, non-credit programs which offer specific skill sets in particular areas. Typically, students interested take advantage of these programs for professional or personal gain to develop skills for career, new job, advancement, or personal interest. So we have easy registration. Easy registration process, it's a new process just for you. So once you create a profile, you may review your courses that are offered. You can select one that you're interested in, put it in your cart, and pay. It's that simple. The system also allows you to access your files, see your transactions, view your records, print receipts, and your transcripts. Continuing education units are the number of hours designated for your program. So one CEU is equal to 10 instructional hours. Length of training, our programs are short in length. We have short-term programs from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, all depending on the program that you choose. Stackable credentials, so your credentials never expire. Once you earn your certificate, it's proof you learned those skills. You can earn multiple certificates, adding to your career portfolio, moving you along your career pathway or up the career ladder. With some programs, once you complete your certificate, you can apply to earn some college credit. And then returning throughout your career. With our continuing education programs, it allows you to come back anytime to advance in a skill, learn something new, or apply skills to earn credits for a future degree. So certification versus certificate, what's the difference? So both options are going to benefit you and your career as it verifies legitimacy and competency to perform specific jobs. It demonstrates to professionals that you acquired education or training that meets specific criteria for your position. A certification program will often require experience. The education component of the program requires you to pass an exam to obtain it. Some certifications require recertification after a certain amount of time has elapsed so that you can stay current in the field or your industry. A certificate program will demonstrate completion of a course or series of courses that have specific focus. So the programs are open to anyone, no matter of your experience. The results of obtaining a certificate demonstrates knowledge of a program content once you complete it. Certificates can be for academic credit or non-credit, earning continuing education units. So how to register? We have an easy registration process for you. What you want to do is go to wce.macomb.edu. So again, that's wce.macomb.edu, found at the bottom of the page. Here, you want to create a profile. Once you create your profile, you need to search for your class. You can register by putting it in your cart, check out, and pay. It is that simple. So how would you pay for your program? Different funding sources. So you can, depending if you're employed, you can go to your employer. Sometimes they will pay for your courses and or program. It could be in a reimbursement program, or it could be that they just pay you up front, part of your benefits package. You can always go to Michigan Works at www.michiganworks.org And what will happen is they can help to retrain you into a new profession, or you may qualify to get funding to pay for the entire program. There's private or personal loans you can take from a local bank or credit union. If you're in the military or a dependent of a military personnel, you may use your GI Bill for through our veteran and military services. You can pay out of pocket. A lot of students, they will take out a credit card, and then they can take or pay in smaller increments using that credit card. And then depending on the program, we have a Michigan Economic Development Grant, which is free tuition in certain programs, as long as you are a Macomb resident and you are making under $50,000 individually, you can go ahead and apply for that program. All right, now I want to introduce again, or reintroduce, Elizabeth Gargano, and she's going to take it from here. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Patrick. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm the Occupational Coordinator at the Center for Health Careers in the Workforce and Continuing Education area. That's a lot, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Basically what that means is I help connect our students, those in our health programs, with employers when they're done with their programs. So once you complete your program, we try to get you hired. That's the whole idea behind coming to Macomb, getting through our programs, is to get trained and then get hired. And we can do that in our programs, for most of them, for less than 9 months time. So health careers in 9 months or less. Our director, Michelle Vallon, has come up with about 7 programs. With a couple have sub-programs. So let's look at those and see what programs are housed in the workforce continuing ed area. And those include certified nursing assistant. And underneath that, in addition to that, would be home care assistant. And we'll talk a little bit more detail about these in a moment, but this is an overview. Our fitness programs, which include certified fitness trainer, group fitness trainer, and senior fitness specialist, pharmacy technician, phlebotomist, laboratory assistant, certified professional coder, certified medical reimbursement specialist, who I like to call CMRS for short. Those are medical billers, and then dental assisting, which is under our office, but separate. So if you're interested in dental, you would want to reach out to them to find out about their own workshop. If you are interested in our associate degree programs, or if you start at the Workforce Continuing Ed and want to continue a pathway to one of these degree programs, these are what we offer here at Macomb. Most of these are going to be your selective admissions, and we can discuss that in more detail, and you can, especially with like an academic advisor. Okay, but we offer here at Macomb registered nurse, physical therapist assistant, occupational therapist assistant, surgical technology, veterinary technology, emergency medical technician, health information technology, medical assistant, respiratory therapist, and dental hygiene. The nice thing about our programs here at Macomb is they bounce back and forth. They can, let's put it that way. And what I mean by that is you can't take one and then jump into the next necessarily, but they feed into each other. So on the left side, you look at career training, which is the workforce continuing ed area. And the right side are your certificate and degree programs. Parts or all of the programs on our side in the career training can assist you in moving on to the certificate degree programs on the right side. They share coursework or they share basic skills and knowledge. So it's a great way to get started. And again, I'm going to go back to that short-term certificate that we like to say, because you get the short-term certificate of completion, you start working. You start working in health field, you start in health systems. And that gives you a foot in the door. So if you wanted to continue, you could talk to your health system potentially about additional training and coming back to Macomb for one of these certificate or degree programs, or funding it yourself or through one of the other measures that we talked about, and continuing your pathway to a health career that you're excited about. Not that you're not excited about our programs to begin with, because they're great programs. And why am I excited about being here today to talk to you about those is because they're in-demand careers, okay? They're industry recognized for certification, they're convenient class schedules, and we have expert faculty. So in-demand careers, we all know the last couple of years have been very hard for frontline workers and for health systems. So careers in the health area are in high demand. Getting hired, getting high earning wages is a little easier now than it was prior to this. Unfortunately, it was a little more difficult, but not so now, not so. The industry recognized certification goes along with what Patrick was just talking about. Macomb offers a certificate of completion when you complete the program and learn the skills and the education you need to get hired. But then the industry itself has national recognition certification exams or statewide. You are prepared after taking our programs to sit for those exams and get that national certification. Why is that important? Well, it's important because it makes you more hireable, and it also helps increase your wage earnings. The more credentials, the more leverage you have in the workplace. Our convenient class schedules are just that, convenient. We offer daytime, weekends, nights. They're online, they're hybrid, which means some might be online, some may be in person, or they're all on campus. It all depends on the program and what the needs of the program are, whether they're be online or in person. And then our expert faculty. We have some of the best in the business working here at Macomb in all our health careers. And when you are ready to be hired, employers know that. They trust Macomb students because they know you've been trained well. And our expert faculty work in the fields, work in health systems. So you're learning from some of the best in the industry. So let's talk about you for a minute. What is your interest in the health career area? Are you a people-centered person, or are you more of a business, or what we like to say, paper-centered? People-centered here at the Workforce Continuing Ed include these programs that you see in that first bubble, because you're going to be work directly with people. You need to be hands-on and being willing to do that. Do you have customer service skills, communication skills? Are you comfortable poking and prodding? Because that may be necessary. If not, the business center or paper-centered area may be something you'd be interested in. And that's for students or people that are more comfortable face-to-face with a computer. And those are offered through our professional coding and medical billing courses. So which one do you fall into? Well, we're going to talk about all of them. The high growth rate, you can see there, 18 to 22%. And a lot of that is due to recent events, right, in the last few years. Entry-level wages are $15 to $20 entry level. Now, I will say this is an exponential boost compared to 3 years ago when the entry level was $10, sometimes less. So demand equals a higher pay rate. So easily you can find jobs at a starting rate of at least $15 an hour in the health field area. And job placements are all through major health systems, doctors' offices, long-term care facilities, etc. As the occupational coordinator currently, I help place our students, as I said earlier. So I get contacted by employers who are constantly looking for people to fill positions. You can go on health system websites and locate multiple job openings. Indeed is another one. Career Services through Macomb is a great source for you to go through as a student. Health fairs, health careers fairs, all of those important for you to keep an eye out for and attend and get to networking with our health systems out there. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in a moment. So at the Workforce Continuing Education area, we have 1 semester programs and 2 semester programs. 1 semester equals about 16 weeks, but usually less. Nursing assistant is one of those. It's 2 courses, and that includes a 32-hour clinical training off-site. you earn a Macomb certificate of completion, and then you qualify for that certification of a state licensing exam. Home care assistant kind of piggybacks the CNA program. It's an additional 2 courses, and you receive a Macomb certificate of completion. Certified fitness trainer is 1 course plus a 30-hour unpaid internship. And that national certification is through WITS, World Instructor Training School. These courses are taught online as well as in a local gym. Phlebotomy, if you're not sure what that is, if you've not heard of that before, that's the drawing of blood out of the arm, typically from a patient. So a phlebotomist is a person who performs that. In that job, obviously, you'll need to be able to work with people directly and be comfortable being able to draw blood. This course is 1 course a night for the semester, plus an 80-hour unpaid internship. It's about 2 weeks and 40-hour weeks, and you earn a Macomb certificate, and then you are prepared for the phlebotomy technician exam certification through the AMT. Our 2-semester programs are a little bit more in depth. They're going to take a little longer. Either there's more courses or there's prerequisites involved. The courses you need to take before you actually start in the program of choice. So pharmacy technician is 7 courses. The first 4 you would take the first semester, and the last 3 you would take in the second semester. Plus there's included in that, it's not plus, included in that is at 160 to 200 hour unpaid internship. The 7 courses, again, we prefer that you try to do the 4 first and then the 3 second to keep the routine and the flow in the way that the instructor intended for the curriculum. The 160-hour unpaid internship is if you go for retail, if you work in the retail pharmacy setting, like Walgreens or CVS, and the 200-hour is a hospital setting pharmacy or inpatient. So that is something that you determine as you go through these courses and what you're comfortable with, your personal flexible schedule. Are you able to work Monday through Friday in a hospital setting, or do you need the flexibility of the retail setting and being able to stay home with family part of the time? Whatever that is, we work with you. The internship coordinator meets with the students or talks with them and gets a feel for their choice, and then we try to work within that. The Certified Professional Coder is 5 courses plus an optional virtual unpaid internship. Now, the Certified Professional Coder, or CPC, are 3 courses plus 2 prerequisites. So 1 semester you might take medical terminology, and then also the Microsoft Office course. And then the second semester you would start with medical coding 1 and 2, and then the unpaid internship or the CPC exam study night. So there's options involved there on how to proceed, and we're happy to work with you to determine what's the best way for you to get through the courses. Okay, we don't want to overwhelm you either with taking 1 and 2 at the same time, but there's a process for all of this and a reason why things are the way they are, but let's discuss at another time. Certified Medical Reimbursement Specialist, that's our medical biller. Again, they also require 2 prerequisites of the medical terminology and Microsoft Office. And then there are 3 courses with billing, which is patient access, billing applications, and medical billing. Right now, CPC and CMRS programs are entirely online. There are no on-campus courses. So if you're comfortable doing online work, this is a great way to earn a certificate of completion in one of these areas or both. The Pharm Tech is on campus and online. The laboratory assistant is completely on campus. And that laboratory assistant is consisted of 2 courses, the lab assistant and an 80-hour internship. There is a prerequisite for this course or a co-requisite you can take at the same time. It's medical terminology. So all of these earn a Macomb certificate of completion, But if you choose to go on and get a nationally recognized certification, we would have to speak to each of these different programs to determine which programs those are and what exams you would need to be prepared for. But that is our job, our instructor's job, is to prepare you for completing our classes successfully, but also earning that certificate of national certification. Let's talk a little about these internships, shall we? You notice a number of those include internships, unpaid internships, right? Okay, they're unpaid. And yes, you need to pay to take the internships. It's a small amount, but it's considered a course. So there is a fee involved. But our internships, we look at them as like 2-week interviews, or however many weeks, depending on the program. A lot of our students, a sizable percentage of our students are offered jobs while they're in their internships. So that's a huge benefit. When we place our interns, our health systems know our students and know they're being trained well, and they're happy to have them as interns for 2 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever the course of time needs to be. And again, high percentage of our students are hired from their internships. So internships are important because also you're gaining a lot of hands-on knowledge that you might not be able to get through our coursework, or testing out the coursework by going hands-on in an internship. Now, all that said, our internships, yes, we work with the major health systems, all of them, Henry Ford, McLaren, Ascension, Beaumont. They require health screenings. They need to know that you've been cleared to work safely in their environment. So it is a requirement that students in the programs that have internships meet the health screening requirements. And that includes things like vaccinations, criminal background check, and a 10-panel drug screening. If that isn't something you're comfortable with, please look into other areas, okay? The business-centered ones, the paper-centered, billing and coding, not as important for those fields. But for those where you are dealing directly with the public, this is important. So we just want you to be fully aware before going in that you will be asked to do health screenings for the majority of our health programs. Okay, articulation agreements for credit for prior learning. Now, I mentioned we have some courses that are required before you begin the programs, like medical terminology, or and this is quite the same thing, but it's similar. If you have already taken medical terminology elsewhere, or even with Macomb, you just need to let our office know that, and we can waive that class, provided that you did achieve a C or better. Same thing with Microsoft Office. If you've already taken a course like ITCS 1010 or CSFT and you passed them, we will use those and waive those for you. You don't need to take them again. But along with that, on the workforce continuing ed side, our medical terminology class, the academic medical terminology classes, are 3 credits of earned credits. So if you are going to go from a WCE course to an academic course, from CNA to nursing, the medical terminology, if you had taken it or choose to take it, will follow you. It's not needed for CNA, but okay, let's do this. Lab assistant, and you want to get into medical assisting. Medical terminology is needed for both of those programs. So if you take it with us for lab assistant, it will go with you when you go on to your medical assistant program. Same thing in certified fitness trainer, you will earn 3 credits toward an exercise leadership program on the academic side. So that class, you've already earned the 3 credits just by completing our fitness trainer program. And the pharmacy technician program, when you complete that, if you go on to medical assisting, there is a course called Topics in Pharmacology, which you've already earned the 2 credits for having taken the pharmacy technician program. So credit for prior learning. If you have done something already, check to see if maybe you've already earned credits, and so you're not over taking, doubling up on, that sort of thing. So those are all things that we can also help you with if you just let us know that you have taken work here with us at Macomb or previously at another school. We will be happy to look at transcripts and decide if it will work for credit for prior learning or can be waived. This is our health career information workshop, Health 8000. Our workshops are always online through our Canvas online learning program. So you just need to register for it. Like Patrick showed you earlier, how to go on to the wce.macomb.edu, register for Health 8000, and every month it starts over again. They're open for a month. You can go in and out for a month of the workshop and reread and revisit it, and then it starts over again in the next month. So it's open all year round online. It covers all of the health programs that we've talked about so far, especially the WCE ones, and then optional in-person once per term. And here we get down to the fun stuff. How do I pay for this? Okay, workforce continuing ed courses are fairly reasonable. Okay, there's a set tuition amount for the program. It's not per credit hour like academic side. It's a set amount, $1,200, $1,500, depending on what courses are required for the program. Not always doable for everybody, and we understand that. Unfortunately, we don't qualify for the traditional financial aid such as FAFSA here at the non-credit side. However, we do have other means to help our students. So Michigan Works is one of them. Contacting out to your local Michigan Works office and getting a caseworker who might then help assist you not only with tuition assistance, but they also have services available to help you be successful while in class, as well as does Macomb. And I know I'm getting off topic. I apologize. Here I go. I'm going to go rogue a minute. Okay. Macomb also offers student options for success through the counseling office. And it's available for all students. That if you run into a barrier while before or during taking classes and you need assistance, reach out to Michigan Works, reach out to the Student Options for Success office, and or Student Life and Leadership sometimes can have some things to help you. It depends on what that is. But I like to tell people, we can't help you if we don't know there's a problem. So if you run into a transportation issue, a child caring issue, somebody loses their job, you know, these are all stresses that can be barriers to being a successful student and finishing the program successfully. And our goal is to help you do that and then be hireable so you can get out of a situation. Michigan Works has these services available, as does the SOS office here at Macomb. Michigan Works, great. Okay. The other one is a Reed Scholarship. It's a family scholarship. It's a limited amount, but boy, every little bit helps. It's a great thing and it's easy to apply for. Maybe a short essay is needed. Macomb's Second Chance Grant is also through the SOS office. It helps with the tuition of our programs. It is for 24-year-olds and up. An essay is asked for and of why this program, why the need, what's going on. And an intake form I know is required. And then the more recent one and really great opportunity is the Regional Talent Innovation Grant. It's through the county, through Macomb County. Those are eligible, must live in Macomb County. So if that's not you, I'm sorry, but that is one of the eligibility requirements, is that you have to live in Macomb County. You as an individual cannot earn more than $50,000 a year. And you need to be more than 18 years of age and show some kind of hardship with COVID over the past couple of years. So if that's something that pertains to you, by all means, let's talk about that, because it's a wonderful opportunity to get tuition paid for, books paid for, scrubs paid for, etc. But it's limited and it's first come, first serve. So we're in the midst of it now. The funds are dwindling, but they're there still. We can get you through the fall semester. So if you're interested, if you are eligible, let's talk more about that option. Macomb County resident, low to moderate income individuals meaning you have to earn and show that you earn, you have to prove it, earn less than 50,000 over the past year. The approved programs you see there for us, it's the CNA program, phlebotomy, lab assistant, dental assisting, and pharmacy technician. If health careers, or you know someone maybe that's interested in something other than health careers, the other in the what is it called, the EAT area, the engineering and advanced technology area, there's programs there available for students. The website is at the bottom if you want to learn even more and do the pre-screening form to get the process going. So why choose Macomb? I would say, why not? It's a great place. We have wonderful staff. We have great, excellent faculty. You are going to be trained well. The Macomb Community College is well respected, especially in the health career area, by health systems throughout the county, if not through Southeast Michigan. So know that you're in good hands if you choose Macomb for your health career program. We'd love to see you here. All you need to do is register. Just go on the website and register for the program of interest. Do the workshop, make sure you understand what's expected of you. And then as you can read, accelerated certificates allow high school graduates an opportunity to begin a health career, earning great wages and providing networking and tuition assistance within all major health systems. And adult learners can rely on a stable health career job market that provides sustainable wages at a very affordable price. Hopefully you've seen this Connect magazine come to your households before. If you haven't, I'm sorry to hear that, but they're supposed to. If you live in Macomb County, especially, this magazine shows up on your doorstep. If it's already reached your recycling bin, go out and check for it. Or better yet, go on our website at macomb.edu and we have it available for you live on the website. Wonderful stories about our nursing program in this particular issue, and the simulation mannequins and the immersion room. I mean, it's fascinating. I've seen it in action and it's incredible. The technology that we have to offer our students on these campuses is so exciting and so exhilarating. Beyond that, after you've read the wonderful articles, and near the back of the magazine is the schedule of classes for the Workforce Continuing Education Department. So please check it out. The Center for Health Careers, our email address, healthcareers@macomb.edu. Our main office number is 586-226-4807. And of course, the address, or the wce.macomb.edu is the website to go to learn more about our areas, about our programs, and about how to register. So thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing if there are any questions out there for us.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So when you were talking about your WSK 8000 course, is that a requirement for your courses or is that an optional course?
Thanks. Most of them, it's a requirement because we really want students to understand the programs they're going into and what's going to be required of them. Not all of them require it, but it's highly recommended. So we did add programs onto the workshop that we normally didn't do that prior to going strictly online, because we just didn't have the time or the staff to cover those programs. But now being online, we added phlebotomy and lab assistant. We don't do anything for fitness. That's a separate workshop you do through WITS. CMR, CPC, nurse assistant, and pharmacy are the ones we normally do through the workshop, but we added the others because we felt it was important for people to understand what the program entails before you start, because we don't want you to register, start the program, and then decide, you know what, this isn't really for me. This isn't what I want. So is it required for all our programs? No, but highly recommended. Just so you know, you have the knowledge coming in, that you're fully informed on the program. And if you're not, come up with questions and call us and ask. I'd be more than happy to talk more about these programs.
Excellent. So just to recap, if you're interested in any of our health programs through our Workforce and Continuing Education department, you can just log into the free seminar at wce.macomb.edu. And then after you create your profile, just go to WSKP 8000, and it'll give you the overview of all of our programs. And from there, you can decide if you want to register for the program. Is that correct?
Well, I think I'm hearing WSKP, but I believe it's WKSP. Am I
Oh,
right?
okay. No, it's just totally, you're probably totally right. I probably just botched the word. So
That's okay.
yes.
Easy
So
to do. I just wanna-
WKSP 8000.
WKSP workshop.
There you go.
WKSP 8000.
Excellent. So go ahead and register for one of those seminar courses. Like Elizabeth mentioned before, they are available online throughout the year or the semester. But I want to thank you all today for participating in Transform Your Future, Health and Human Services.